Are you ready? Do your best impression of me. And then it says, in parentheses, both.
I would have to stand up, so I'm just gonna kind of like describe it.
Okay.
You're kind of just like floating around, you're wandering around, but very quickly.
Okay.
Everywhere.
That's fair.
So you're doing that. So imagine me doing that.
Okay.
And you're like...
That's fair. For you, I'd be like, I got a smoothie, right? Oh, I'm sipping the smoothie. Like, oh, it's not really hitting the spot, but I don't really know what else to do, so I'm just gonna keep drinking it. I'm just gonna keep drinking it. And then, oh, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, true.
Okay.
True.
All right.
Next.
Yeah.
When have you felt the sexiest around me, and what did it teach you about yourself?
When did I feel the sexiest around you? Oh, in general? That's such a hard question. First things that come to mind is the moments as soon as I felt sexy with myself. When I felt comfortable on T, when I got top surgery, I felt sexy. Therefore allowing me to be, I hope, even more sexy.
I mean, yeah.
With you.
Yeah, but even more like on a, like, I don't know, serious note. Like, I mean, I think you at this point now are looking in the mirror now and are seeing the person that you imagined your whole life. And like we talked about that, like when you first started T, when you first got top surgery. And I think that really hit me hard because I was like, wow, yeah, looking in the mirror and seeing that person. And like now it's happening. And now your body is made and built the way you wanted it to be because you did that. I think is like really, really sexy, yeah. And really powerful. Also, watching you act is really sexy. I was so surprised. I mean, the first time I watched, I was with my mom, so, but even with my mom, I was telling her, I was like, look at my man. He looks so sexy.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're blushing.
I am?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not there.
That's just funny.
Yeah. What am I always carrying that I should let go of?
Let go of? Comparison. You need to let go of comparison. You need to learn that everyone runs on different frequencies. There's no deadlines to life, although it may feel like it, and although people tell you there are, it doesn't have to be. And I think learning that and learning your body is different than everyone else, the way your mind thinks is different than everyone else, just comparison. And you're working towards it, and you're working on it. And I see you making progression, and I know that you're gonna get there. Not to a place where anything's ever 100%, because rarely things are, but you striving to that point of 100% is enough to make progress.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think that's something even from before, I mean, over the whole time that we've been together, I think I've been struggling with it, conquering it, trying to navigate it, because I think it's, especially because of the online aspect between us, like social media, so many people are telling us first that we have it figured out, second that we seem so secure about what we're doing. And I think that second one is really scary to me because I'm like, wow, is it harmful that people think that I have it all figured out and that I feel really secure about myself when like I sometimes, some days like feel so fucking insecure about myself, and it's like scary because I'm like, yeah. So I think that's something that you're teaching me to like uplift myself and like hold myself and act more tender to myself, because yeah, you're right, I compare myself constantly.
But you made so much progress, and I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. I'm proud of you too, always.
MaryV
Chella.
Do you ever wish the world didn't know who we are, and we had no visibility whatsoever, and it was just you and me, and no one was watching?
Interesting. Your question was, do you wish we had it, or do you wish we didn't have it?
Yeah, do you ever wish that that visibility just didn't happen, and we were,
I mean,
for our relationship specifically,
yeah,
in a way that perhaps our art and other passions could have taken off,
yeah,
but people wouldn't even know we were dating. We would be out of the spotlight.
yeah. I mean, yes and no.
Yeah.
No, because I feel like over even just the past year, we both have like grown this type of anxiety inside of us when going out. And I feel like that's something that we haven't talked about. I mean, between us, yes, we've talked about it, but like to our audience or whatever.
I think it's because it's such a privilege and we feel so grateful.
Yeah.
We don't ever want people to think we're ungrateful for that.
Yeah, yeah. But I think putting it in the words of like public
privacy
viewing all the time. I mean, but I don't know, even saying that is like hard to like figure out.
I think what we struggle most with, and correct me if I'm wrong, is like there's no on-off switch.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just always there.
Yeah.
And it shapes the way we navigate the world sometimes a little bit. Yeah. Especially because when people approach us, 9 out of 10 times it can be an inaccessible experience for me due to the communication barriers,
right,
or even unsafe occasionally.
Yeah. But then on the other side, yes, because I think if I maybe just would have seen more types of relationships in my face growing up, I could have come to terms with my queerness much faster. And I think that like that disconnect was so weird for me, but
yeah,
like now I'm like, when people, I mean, like in both of our DMs are like, oh, now I have a better understanding of my sexuality. I'm like, wow, I can't believe I or us, like we did that for this person. Like,
that's the best thing.
Yeah.
It makes it all worth it.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Your facial expressions say more than like the card does.
Oh. I feel like I have to read it first in my head so then I can like read it correctly.
Okay. Take your time.
If for some reason I lost my memory, what would be the first thing you'd tell me about us? That's like sad, but
That's
also
so
like
sad.
funny. I don't know. Sorry, I'm laughing.
No, it's okay. Why? Are you thinking of something you would say?
I don't know. I'm just thinking like.
If you lost your memory, this is like the Notebook stuff.
I know. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I just hit the mic. I'm so sorry. But that just made me really sad.
Oh God. Number one, I'd be like, honey, you're not straight. Because that's something that you, even after we first met, and I presented as a cisgender girl, you thought you were straight.
Yeah.
So let's tell you that.
Yeah. Very good news.
I think I just have to sit you down and tell you everything. there's so much that you would need to know. And I'd have to show you the photos and the videos, and I'd give you a choice, like I always do. And I would be like, because I know you're not the same person, this is what happened in the past. It's up to, this is your out, how we've given each other outs. If you want to stay with me, I would love that. And regardless of what you choose, I'll love you forever. But if you don't, or if you need time, you can have that. I turn the question in.
Okay. Well, I would just like, be like, hi. And then I'd introduce myself the same way I did when we first met.
You say I like your hair.
Yeah. Maybe I'd see if that triggers anything. And I'd probably show you the photos and videos too.
You know, actually, that'd be so interesting if it happened to me, because if I was 17 and I looked down,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be in the same body.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, wait, if I showed you photos and videos, you would be like, that's some dude. Like, that's not me.
No, but I've always known this is how I want it to look. I'd look down and I'd just be like, was my life before a dream, or is this a dream?
Yeah. Whoa.
We love those kinds of questions.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting sad. I'm going to apologize in advance. If this were to be our last conversation, what's one thing you'd never want me to forget?
I mean, like, I say this like full-heartedly, that you are and were and forever and always are my greatest love. Seriously.
You too. You are forever.
And I think, well, yeah, actually, I'll leave it at that.
But I want to know.
I guess it like really solidified. I mean, it's been solidifying, but when I emailed your grandpa, and I feel like I've told you before, like, you two are so similar.
My grandpa and
Yeah. You two see eye to eye on a lot of things, and you observe very well. And I think telling him, and I wrote him a letter, but then I also sent him an email. I think telling him, I felt very vulnerable in that moment, like telling him how much I appreciate you and how much I want to care for you and how much I love you so, like, deeply.
May I ask why you sent it to my grandpa out of everyone?
Well, like I said from the beginning,
That's very similar.
that you two are very similar. I see a lot of you two in each other.
Sure, last question.
How do you love me?
I try to love you with everything that I have, which means different things at different times. At some times I don't have as much as I do other times. I try to reserve my energy and prioritize my energy to love you as much as you need to be loved that day or that time. I try to love you hard every single day when I wake up. I know you like to be held, so I try to hold you a little bit before I get out of bed. Even though my mind is running a mile a minute, I try to love you through every opportunity I have, and I try to make it fresh and new, not the same old thing. I want to love you differently every single day, but at the same time I want it to feel so old. And I hope that during those moments when I'm physically with you, showing you how much I love you, it means that those moments I'm not, that you still feel that I love you wherever you are, however far you are. So as much as I can, as much as I can.
I love
I love you.
Hi guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Mimi at The Skin Deep. If you want to be a part of our community, if you want to join our movement, you can subscribe to our newsletter at theskindeep.com/subscribe. Thank you so much.